Yo, I'm back. I said I was gonna record yesterday and I didn't, but I'm back and I got a little different one today. Um, it's a little different. I'm just coping with something. One, the need to change. How to cope with that. This whole journey is about changing. I need to cope with the need to change. That is something you need to cope with. Being able to let go. Something a part of you needs to die, essentially. I guess die is a super negative term. Need to be let go. Especially as you get into age and just like some this part of me has to go. I guess I'm coping, grieving that at the potential in it, the potential work it will take, the long journey it will be. Um, and I get in a feeling that I can't really describe. It's not really sad, but it's not really happy either. It's not really like a lone feeling, but it's definitely not. It doesn't feel like you're surrounded. Um, and when I do that, I get I guess I eventually get sad because I don't know how I feel. I eventually do nothing because I'm sitting around, doesn't know how I feel, and so ultimately I do end up sad, kind of sad, because I don't know how I feel or don't know what to do about that feeling. But the feeling itself is not necessarily sad. And I say all that to say, some ways I cope with that is just doing random artsy stuff. And one of those things is just playing with music, painting, 3D art, uh, film, photographs, every medium that I think I can get my hands into, I do. Um, and yesterday, it was really painting. I was painting my mirror. I painted up a mirror and I was painting like a mirror because I have like grassy type living room vibe going on. And I was painting the mirror green, making it have like a grassy look. Today, I still felt that way. So I was today was music. Today was music, and I'm no means a professional or anything, but I made a little something. Oh, that's from yesterday's stream. The day before yesterday's stream. Hold on one second. I should probably have this up already. My bad. There we go. It's just something that is means nothing. I made like two of these. Well, I made this. The whole track is really big, but this is the part I wanted to focus on. I was just experimenting. I'm by no means a professional. I don't know what I'm doing. I usually just play around with it until something sounds kind of good. But yeah, today was music, and I'm just play a little bit because I was thinking. It had me thinking. One second. Like, it had me thinking. Music sounds so different depending on whether each note is close together or not. All those were all the same notes, but it sounds so different in your ear depending how close the notes are. They're all the same notes, all the same. They're not all the same notes, but they're mostly comprised of the same two notes. It's comprised of two notes, right? And that's crazy because it sounds so different as it progresses, and it's all same length, and it's all just dependent on how close they are together. Much like the situations in our life, um, they just seem different, sound different if they happen to be close together. For instance, like let's say you lose your job, and then you have a death in the family, and then you get cheated on, and then you get robbed. You might just think the world had its out for you, that your life is meant to be miserable, meant to be something full of suffering. Otherwise, if you were to space those things out, they just seem like very bad things that would happen to anybody. Um, and that is just a fact I just was thinking about today while I was recording this. And it helped me a little bit. I don't say I completely know how I feel now, but coming to finding like meaning and like natural phenomenon, like natural phenomenon that you see yourself deal with, and finding that in like I want to say this is nature. This is obviously not nature, but music is art, and art is nature. Finding this in nature essentially by commutative property um, is kind of like what's the word? Fulfilling. Makes me feel a little less alone. Another reason why I think it's really cool to do stuff like this. 1 second. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Sometimes you get to have your music dance with you, or whatever you make. So let's see how it looks. Some, something so simple brought me so much pleasure when I felt so miserable. Just seeing like not just be sound, be light too. Art is truly nature. Um, that's all I really had. I don't know if this meant anything, but it made me happy. I hope it made you happy. Have a good day.